the Fighting Illini looked really good this past week, winning 2 games, one on the road at Penn State where they were down 19-4 to start the game. And Ayo Dosunmu got on track in the second half, leading the Illini with 30 points, and they won going away and scoring 90-plus points. Then in the second game, they were able to beat Indiana 69-60 at home. It was kind of nip and tuck midway through the second half, and then Andre Curbelo comes in. Ayo Dosunmu gets going and gets on a run. Illinois hits the Hoosiers with a 10-0 run, and they never look back, winning 69-60. This week, the Fighting Illini have a light week. They host Purdue on Saturday. Interesting matchup, like all the matchups are in the Big Ten. Purdue has a big front line with Travion Williams and also the 7'3" Zach Edey. And so Purdue presents issues on the front line, but the front line is where the Illini are strong with Kofi Coburn and Georgie Bashanis-Vili. Purdue relies on some younger guys, Mason Gillis, Brandon Newman, who are redshirt freshmen, really rely heavily on some freshmen there in the starting lineup. Sasha Stevanovic is an outstanding three-point shooter, and Eric Hunter Jr. is probably the guy that can get his own shot off the bounce the best for Purdue. And so this is a matchup that I like for the Illini because Ayo Dosunmu can be dominant against the backcourt of Purdue. I don't see a Purdue backcourt player being able to really check Ayo one-on-one. So I think he can have his way, and I think the Illini front court can balance out the size of Purdue. And so I expect Ayo Dosunmu, also Andre Curbelo, to have a very good game against Purdue. I like the Illini in this one. And remember, this is the only game for the Illini this week as they host Purdue on Saturday. So the Fighting Illini get a long layoff. They played more Big Ten games than a lot of the other teams in the league. And so thus only one game this week for the Fighting Illini. A well-deserved rest for the group because they've been playing very well in spite of their losses. They were able to come back this past week, like I said, and get those 2 victories against Penn State and Indiana. They have one game this week. If they can win that as they host Purdue, they will put themselves in really good position heading into the teeth of the Big Ten Conference. Stay tuned for more updates like this, weekly updates on the Fighting Illini. Until next week, y'all. Peace.